Hola, buenos días, mis amigos. We are back. Okay, so this is gonna be different, quietly so. And I'm not the most certain of what I'm doing anymore, as I never was. What's yanking on my cords? Hello? Oh, it's this. But why? Why is it yanking on my cords? Why do you do this? Okay. So something a little new, I guess, is the fact that because I have a webcam now, I get to move on this stream again. Okay. So let us learn, or let me learn a new phrase here. Daruna buena acogida. Welcome back. It is apparently not used frequently, if at all. Interesting. Bienvenido. Bienvenido. Let's just use bienvenido. Bienvenido. Which means welcome. How do we say back? Back. Espalda. Now, when we say welcome back, is the back here a noun? Or is it an adverb? If it's an adverb, we use atrás in Spanish, apparently. Well, regardless, we are doing vocab today. Something that probably should be done every day. Todos los días. And at this point, it's pretty much just a hope for the best situation, huh? Okay. Vocabulario. Vocabulary. How do I say set? Conjunto uno. Conjunto uno. Set one. I'm assuming this is how you say it. As always, because this is a self-learning stream, legit self-learning stream, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyone who knows more than me at any point in time, feel free to correct me, feel free to say something, anything, and we can all learn from it. So, let's continue. Our first set of words here is, or are the saludos. Greetings. Our first one is hola. This means hello. I think to make it a little more uniform here, I'll write down all of these saludos first, and then we'll look at the definition afterwards, or the direct translation afterwards. So we have buenos días. We have buenos tardes. And for our list here, we have buenos noches to end it off. So we have 4 saludos. cuatro saludos. Cuatro. Trying to remember our numbers again. Alright, so let's do a slight little dot. Quickly down. It's ever so slight and visible. Perhaps not visible on stream, but visible enough for me to like kind of. You know what? Might be easier. Let's grab a ruler. Yeah, look at that. No need for the messy dots that aren't that straight, regardless. Okay, so we have hola. This means hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Buenos dias means good morning. Good oh. Good morning. Buenos dias. And I believe that's why I said when I started the stream or when I popped in, Buenos dias, mon ami. Buenos dias, mon ami. Oh, wait, that's French, right? Buenos dias, mis amigos. I was thinking to myself, why does that sound so wrong? It's because it's a whole different language. That's why. Buenos dias, mis amigos. Okay. Buenos tardes. Good afternoon. And it's just about a good afternoon here too, by the way. Give it another 50 minutes. But for now it's still morning. Oh, you know what? It's not even buenos. These are buenas. Buenas tardes, buenas noches. I can't read, apparently. Buenas tardes, buenas noches. So these are A's, not O's. A's, not O's. Good evening or good night. Good evening. Or good night. Good night. So yeah. Hola. Hello. Hi. Hola. You know, something along those lines. Hola, señor. Hello, señor. Hello, sir. Hola, señora. Hello. Hello, madame. Or miss. Something along those lines. Okay. Okay. So, moving on. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this style, so I'm probably going to be more free-forming it now. Okay. Next set of words is called the despedidas. Despedidas. The goodbyes. I see. Very interesting way of saying goodbyes. We have adios. 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 Very simple. Goodbye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Adios. Adios. Another way to say our goodbyes. Nos vemos. Nos vemos. See you. Nos vemos. I don't actually think I've heard of Nos vemos, so I'm curious on where the context you have for this one. But yeah, Nos vemos, and then we have hasta luego. Hasta luego. See you later. Now this I've heard a ton. See you later. I've heard this a ton. Hasta luego. And then you obviously the more well-known version from the movies. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Also means see you later. Hasta luego. Hasta la vista. So luego is direct translation is simply later then. Whereas hasta la vista is more like a phrase than anything else. Definitely popularized by the movie, right? As far as I'm aware of, it's not really normal context speaking. Like, you don't really say hasta la vista to your friends every day, right? When you like say goodbyes. So it's one of those fun little things you can say. Hasta la vista. But yeah. And then we have hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Hasta pronto. Yeah, like when you're on the phone. Hasta pronto. I'll see you soon. If you're meeting up with someone, right? Hasta pronto. Oh, you know what? I just realized we have a lot of other stuff we did in this notebook. I see the words through the pages. Alright. That's okay. That's okay. So, hasta mañana. 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 See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Like when, like for today's class, when we end today's class, hasta mañana. I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's short little tutorial. Now this one I definitely haven't heard of in a long time, even in movies. And probably it's pretty common for native Spanish speakers, but I definitely don't hear this often, if at all. Saludos. Ah. Dot. Greetings to. Greetings to. Dot. Saludos a Tsubasa. Greetings to Tsubasa. And this is a goodbye. I know it might seem like a hello, since we're greeting, but it's more of a departure greeting. This is also another movie one, huh? Ciao. Do people actually say this? Like, normally? I have no clue. This one in particular, I really have no clue. Since I hear this mostly in, shows. Like TV shows, and not so movies, and not so much anything else. I don't really hear the ciao in real life. Maybe between casual friends, you just say ciao. Bye. Perhaps. Big perhaps. Alright, so before we continue, actually, I do want to go back and do a little review. We barely covered anything, but it's good to review words quickly, try to ingrain them into the head. Obviously, with stuff like this, you want to be saying this maybe 10 times over by yourself. So, hola, hello, hi. Hola, hello, hi. Hola. Repeating over and over again. I guess something as common as hola rarely needs to get repeated, since you repeat that in your everyday life, really. Hola! It's like the go-to greeting, so maybe perhaps if you want to save some time, you can skip over the hola. But buenos dias, I know not everyone says buenos dias when they see someone else in the morning, but todo el mundo, everyone, todo el mundo, buenos dias, todo el mundo, So, buenos dias, good morning. Buenos tardes, good afternoon. Buenos tardes, todos los, is it todo? Todos? Todo el mundo. Buenos tardes, todo el mundo. Buenos noches, todo el mundo. That's what I would, say if this was afternoon or at night. I technically have a stream scheduled for each of these hours, by the way. Buenos dias for right now. Buenos tardes for the stream after this one, which, by the way, still hasn't been scheduled. I should. I don't actually have a thumbnail or anything made. I don't think. Let me just check. Okay, change thumbnail. Yeah, I don't. So this should be fun. Great. But, yeah. So let's, see how it goes, really. Right, but I digress. It's a little bit away from what's happening right now. Okay, so that's our greetings, our nos saludos. Greetings, saludos. Despedidas. These are our goodbyes. I'll just write it down because I don't want to know this word. Goodbyes. I'm not familiar with this word. Despedidas. And pretty much I'm going to start pronouncing words as I see them. At the very least, I'll have some sort of verbal memorization with it as long as I do that. despedidas. Goodbyes. Adios. Adios, mis amigos. Adios. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Nos vemos. See you. Nos vemos. In my high school Spanish class, I remember the V's were pronounced B's in Spain. So you would have nos vemos. Nos vemos. So yeah, I mean, if you're in America, perhaps you just say vemos. And I guess that makes sense since, you know, you're surrounded by English speakers, right? And when English speakers see the V, they think v, which makes sense. That's V. Nos vemos. But if I remember correctly, it's IIRC. The V's are pronounced B's in Spain, so nos vemos. It's like I know the song. Oh my god, my notebook. I know the song Vamos a la playa. Let's go to the. Is it beach? Beach. Yeah, playa. Vamos a la playa. Let's go to the beach. I've definitely heard it pronounced as vamos a la playa. Vamos. So instead of vamos, so say let's go. Which is VAMOS. Which is it is the nosotros form, the we go. This is like, yeah, we go. Vamos. And then a la playa, we go to the beach. Vamos a la playa. And then and if anyone else who knows the song, the lyrics are Vamos a la playa, a mí me gusta bailar. I like to dance. So, anyways, yeah, so I definitely hear vamos, but also vamos a la playa. So I do know both exists, and and you can kind of tell who's from where based on how they're pronouncing it, or at least where they learn, like which version of Spanish they learned based on how they pronounce the V's. Is it vamos, or do they pronounce it vamos? Both are referencing the same word. Hasta luego. See you later. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby. That is the Terminator? I'm sorry. My lack of movie references is or my lack of movie knowledge is killing me here. I know it's a reference to something. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. Eh? Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's annoying. Okay. Okay. Please work. Okay. Did it work? It looks like it did, so that's fine. Right. back to this. Then we have hasta pronto. Definitely something I've heard a lot. I don't know about you guys, but definitely when I've definitely heard hasta pronto quite a bit. Makes sense. It means see you later. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Every day, like at every class. Hasta mañana. After every class, hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Pretty much as I hear that as frequent as I hear hola. At least when I was in school. High school. Very frequently used word, and it makes sense. I'll see you tomorrow. If you're a student and you're with a teacher, most likely you're going to be talking with them every day, hopefully. Hopefully. If you're a student, you're gonna want to be doing that. Saludos a. Greetings to. This is apparently a goodbye, which I think is one of those goodbyes where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, goodbye, see ya, and that's kind of it. Not much I can say about that, honestly. I don't even know how this is a goodbye, by the way. I don't think I've ever heard someone say greetings to as a farewell. We could try it. Greetings to... Saludos a... Bob. Wait, no, I know a Bob. There is a Bob in my chat now. Saludos a... Perry. Saludos a Perry. It doesn't sound like a goodbye to me. Alright, so this is definitely something that someone's gonna need to explain to me. Saludos a. Ciao. Bye. This is very casual. I've definitely heard this a number of times. More so in movies, but I've definitely heard this in real life as well. Ciao. Definitely between like casual acquaintances or friends, I think you would use ciao, probably. Alright, our next set of vocab words is the questions, a set of questions. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Or sometimes also heard as ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está usted? So very, very formal, by the way, this one. I should probably load this by one. ¿Cómo está usted? And so if we remember correctly with our pronouns, usted is you, but formal. This is a formal you. It is used for someone who's older than you, have a higher status than you. So a senior at your workplace, your senior in general, an elderly person, someone like a police officer, someone who holds a higher standing than you, your boss, usted. You use usted. ¿Cómo está usted? Your teachers, for example. If you're in school, in class, and you want to ask your teachers, how are you doing? How are you? ¿Cómo está usted? Once again, ¿Cómo está usted? This is, how are you? How are you? Formal. Hopefully this is visible. Formal. This is the formal way of saying it. ¿Cómo está usted? Then we have the more casual one. ¿Cómo estás? So something to note about the way this is written out and said, ¿Cómo estás? We've omitted the pronoun. So you can see above, ¿Cómo está usted? We say usted because está, this conjugation in particular, works for usted, él, ella. There's three different things, and they mean three different things. That didn't sound right. There are three different words, three different pronouns, and they hold different levels of formality. El, ella, are your familiar / informal, casual way of saying he, she. It's he, she. It's used in a normal context. Like, that's just normal. When referenced directly to a person, you can say formal you or more familiar you. So estás tú. It's the pronoun here is used as tú. So this is how are you? How are you? And this is for when you're familiar with the person. Familiar. Wow. Doesn't show up on stream at all, hey. My light is too bright. Familiar. How are you in a familiar sense? So someone that you're close with, a friend, someone usually around equal standing to you in every way. So like it's your friend, someone you don't know, and it's not, and you don't, an acquaintance you're meeting for the first time, perhaps. Someone you can feel you can feel speaking to with, or someone you can feel that you can speak with casually. I feel that's kind of how you would use ¿Cómo estás? Or like if you're the one in power and you're talking to someone else who has to talk to you formally, so someone younger than you would use ¿Cómo estás? So say you're the senior, you're the guy teaching, you're the guy that holds the power, you're the boss. They'll say ¿Cómo está usted? And then you'll reply. But on the flip side, if you were to ask them, you would say ¿Cómo estás? You would ask them how are you in a more familiar tone. Since you don't need to, since you're the one who holds the you're the one who holds like the power in this scenario. They need to be formal with you, and if they don't, it's considered to be very rude, by the way. So if someone of like, if I were to talk to my teacher and I say ¿Cómo estás? And we're not good friends, by the way, we're just simply student teacher, and we've barely talked to each other, for example, then they would look at me funny. Why? Because I spoke to them in a very familiar sense when we're not familiar at all, and I wasn't being formal when I should have been. So I was being very rude, which is a big no-no. Here's another one we can say. ¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's new? What's happening? What's new? What's new with you? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? 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 Vo. Yeah. Definitely not something I hear often, but I don't speak enough to know about this one. Definitely something I would assume to be pretty used pretty often, all things considered. ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's new? Casual, short. Yeah, it just seems like a pretty easy to use conversation starter. Okay. Next one is ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? So these two phrases in English kind of just is the meaning of ¿Qué pasa? You'll ask ¿Qué pasa? When you notice something's happening, so you see a group of people huddled up, right, in perhaps on the sidewalk, and you're like, ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? What's going on? You're out of the loop. You want to know ¿Qué pasa? I don't know. Do I have enough space with this next one? I don't want you to know. Let's try it. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Another short one. Oh, by the way, the ¿qué has the accent on the E. ¿Qué? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? How are you? How's it going? So this is how's it going, by the way. How's it going? How are you? How's it going? How are you? How's it going? Kind of use a little space down there, but yep. How are you? How's it going? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Like when someone jumps in my jet. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, how are you? Hello, how's it going? Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, ¿qué tal? Alright, so we learned how to question that. Let us move on to the next part, which is... Well, it's still the same stuff. It's still como estás. But now we get to see how we can reply. We have 4 different ways listed here. So I'll list them all, list all 4. So this is in brackets muy, which is Spanish for very. You can add this to however you what kind every reply you say. So just remember, muy, very. Oh, Yasui-san, konbanwa, yokoso. So, お久しぶりですね。ありがとうございます。今日はスペイン語です。スペイン語。今日と明日、スペイン語。土曜日と日曜日は日本語。月曜日は月曜日もスペイン語です。やすみさん、元気？お元気ですか？それと、スペイン語でお元気は？お元気ですか？は、どうないう？¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? いいね。元気ですよ。いいね、いいね。それは、これは面白いと難しいけれど、これは日本語とスペイン語。けそれと、これです。お元気ですか？英語で、それは How are you? How are you doing? How are you? スペイン語で ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? あ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? 思います。¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Right. Okay. Sí. Muy. Bien. Gracias. Gracias. Bien. Gracias. So in brackets, we have muy, which is very. Very good. Very good. Very well. Thanks. So we have muy bien. Gracias. Very well. Thanks. これは muy bien, gracias. それは元気。ありがとう。元気です。ありがとう。muy bien, muy bien, gracias. Okay. So something else you can say here is nada. Nada. Oh, don't need the equal sign there. Nada. This just means nothing. Nada. I'm sure we can figure out a way to say nothing when asked how we're doing, right? Pretty sure. So we can do the negation of muy bien, gracias with no muy bien, no muy bien, no muy bien. So we can see here, muy being very and then bien being well. We can say that no would be the negation, which means not very well. Not very well. No muy bien. No muy bien. I'm not doing well today. Something bad happened. But, So, no muy bien, not very well. Very simple way to negate. For negation, just add no, no, no. So, and then finally, we'll also see here how we say, you're doing all right. You're doing okay. Nothing spectacular, but could be better, but not bad. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. So. Regular. 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 This does not mean regular, surprisingly enough. This is so. Or okay. Well, it can mean regular actually. And it's probably the most used way of using it, huh? It's not in my textbook, but let's add it in here anyways. Regular. So, in the context of when someone asks you how you are, if you say regular, it doesn't mean I feel regular. It means I feel so, I feel okay. I feel alright. I feel normal. Nothing spectacular is happening. But yeah. It's when you're having just a normal day. A normal day. I mean, most of my days I'm using bien, gracias. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Very good, very well. And I hope most people's days are going very well too. Remember, it can always be better, but it doesn't mean you're having a bad day. Does not mean that at all. Based on the time, I think this is where we're going to stop for today's vocabulario. We did not get far, unfortunately. We did get through the greetings, the goodbyes, and the como estás. So what would the como estás be? Como estás? The how are yous. Yes, the how are yous. Right, well, I hope everyone has learned a little bit, so let's go backwards a little bit here. Regular, it can mean regular, but in the context of this, we're using it as so or okay. No muy bien, not very well. Nada, nothing. You'll hear de nada, which actually means not of nothing, but you're welcome. By the way, well, we'll get to that later, but for now, just know that nada means nothing, de nada means you're welcome, and that's why you'll hear de nada after someone says gracias, de nada, you're welcome. So, muy bien, gracias, very well, thanks. And then let's go back to this. Let's move down a little bit. Get down. Get down. Get down. How are you? How's it going? Get down. ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? What's going on? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's new? Let's ignore that. Alright. ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? What's going on? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? When you want to figure out what's happening. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's new? What's new? What's new with you? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? And then, ¿cómo está ustedes? Or usted, I mean. ¿Cómo está usted? How are you? They both mean how are you. One's formal, one's familiar. It's not informal per se. It's just a more familiar way of saying it. And if you happen to use a more familiar way of saying something to someone that you should be speaking formally with, that would be rude. And that's how I'm going to word that. Alright, with that being said, thank you everyone for showing up for today. Hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Ciao.